All right. Hey, everybody. My name's Lonnie Hogan, and I'm on here with Akis Saitis, and we're here to talk about a topic that's real hot right now, and that you probably should be paying close attention to, especially with the economic conditions we have today. And I'm talking about your credit. And I'm going to talk to Akis here a little bit about credit and credit scores, credit repair. This is something that I know a little bit about. I've gone through this process myself, and it's amazing what can be on a person's credit report that is inaccurate, outdated, or that can be simply removed by simply knowing the process for doing that. So, Akis, I'm going to go ahead and just ask a few quick questions here. First of all, what got you into the whole credit repair movement? What passion brought you into this industry?
Yeah. So, like you said, my name is Akis Haidas, and as of lately, I took it on myself to become a credit restoration expert. And what it got me into that is sometime in February, I was looking at my credit score, and it was very, very low because of some medical bills that I had in the past. And then I hired this nonprofit organization to help me with the credit, and it really worked very well for me, right? A couple of months later, they contacted me and they wanted me to be an agent where I represent the company and I find people whose credit is not that great, that people that are not in love with their credit. And I took it on because it was fun. It was something different to do besides the printing and marketing business that I have. So since then, I've been talking to people about credit ever since.
Okay, great. And can you just kind of real quickly just distinguish and just define it for us so that we're all clear and on the same page? What is credit?
Yes. So before I answer that question, I wanted to say something, right? I wanted to everybody here to like look at a question that I've been engaging with for the last month, and it's like, why is it that we as human beings don't see the opportunities that are out there? Because whether the economy is booming or whether we have a sluggish economy, there's always opportunity there. In this economy, there is over $25 trillion that it's available to anyone with the ambition to create something, right? So I'm not going to give any answers to that, right? Because whatever answers I give, it will come from what I know, from what I don't know, and it will come from my experience in life. However, I would like for everybody to ask yourself this question: why is it that we don't see the opportunities that are out there, right? So when it comes to credit, so what is credit? I wanted to take it in a simple form as possible. I want you to imagine, right? You need $100, and you ask a friend of yours to lend you $100, right? Right?
Sure.
And so your friend knows you, but he has no idea how do you really manage money. So if he was to give you that money, he's going to be taking a risk, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So your friend decides, okay, Lonnie, I'm going to give you the $100, but my requirements are that you give it back to me in a month, plus an additional $10 for interest because of the risk that I take. And you agree to that. Now remember, up to that point, you are just friends. You take the $100, and a month later, you go see your friend, and you give him the $100 plus the $10 interest that he asked for you. In that very moment, you became credit worthy. That means that you're good with your work, right?
Okay,
Now,
sure.
your friend goes to tells other people that you're good with credit, that you are responsible when it comes to paying your debt. And now all of a sudden, people want to lend you money because you are credit worthy. And then you ask
Okay.
someone else and say, okay, I need to borrow $1,000. And then someone else who says, yes, but I need this $1,000 back in 6 months, and I want you to give me an additional $100 as interest. Now, there is a pool of people in your community that know you're responsible for paying back your debts, right?
Yeah.
Remember, this pool of people is very limiting when we're dealing with the economy of over $25 trillion that could be made available to people that are up to something in life. I want you to imagine this. What if there was an entity or an organization where all the lenders, they go there and put information about how how responsibly people pay their debts. Now, for someone like you that's credit worthy, you're going to hear from just about everybody in this economy that they would want to lend you money, right? Because you're
Okay.
responsible. Here's a live example. My credit is where it is right now, right? And I have this credit business, and then I have a printing business. And I was talking to a friend of mine up in Greece, and he said that, well, he's trying to find a distribution channel to import truffles in this country. Now, it's not important whether your viewers, the people that are listening to this, they know what truffles are. The only thing you need to know is that there's an 800% markup on this product. I know where to find the product, right? And I know how to market to different restaurants that we can use this product. The only thing I need is money, which I don't have. And let's say it would be about $100,000. So now all I have to do is find these creditors and ask them to borrow that money, show them exactly what I'm going to do. But in fact, I don't actually want that money from them. All I need this money for is what? To pay for the product. So you don't have to give me the money. As long as I buy the product and you pay my vendors, we're good.
Okay.
Now, right? So when we look at them, you have so many people, you have so many lenders that report credit activity on everybody in this country. But because there's so much activity, there are a lot of errors that people don't know how to fix.
Hmm. Okay.
And this is where I'm coming in, my friend, because remember, I am the credit restoration expert. So now,
Okay.
even though you might not have the money to go after your dreams, to go after what you want, but now by restoring your credit, you will have access to that money at will because
Okay.
the money is out there. People want to lend it to you because money that simply sits there, it does nothing for the people that have it. They want to lend this money so they can have that money work for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be looking for people just like you that number one, they're responsible, and number two, they're up to something in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So taking that into consideration, and the two words that I keep hearing come back in this conversation again and again are the words credit and money. So answer this question for me then. Is credit money?
Yes, it is. And here's why. When you and I and the rest of the world will talk about money, we think about the cash that we have in our pockets. Let's say, and as far as I know, most Americans, they don't have at least $10,000 in the bank just in case something happens, right? So even if we do have that kind of money, our vision of what's possible is limited by the cash that we have. Yes?
Sure.
If you're going to take an action around anything, you're going to say, well, I have $10,000 and this is as much as I can do with $10,000.
Okay.
However, when you are credit worthy, the sky is the limit of how much money you can borrow. There's no limit as long as you're up to something, something that people would trust you, lend you this money so they can go on a creative business or buy an investment or whatever else you need to do. Does that answer
Okay.
the question?
Well, okay. Yeah, I guess it does. Now, but I mean, you're saying things like the sky's the limit. So there's no limits when you're credit worthy? There's no
No,
limits?
no,
Okay.
there is no limit.
So let me ask you this then, considering that, what are some things that I can do with credit that I can't just do with money?
Okay, very good. So I want you to tell me what is one of the dreams that you had in life that you gave up?
That I gave up?
Yeah, you gave up on a dream because you thought you would never be able to achieve it.
Okay, there's two dreams that come to mind. I won't say that I gave up on them because I'm way too young to give up on anything. But there are two dreams that are out of reach for me today that I'd love to turn into reach. And if credit can help me to do that, I'm all ears.
Yeah,
One of those is to get an RV. Okay, and just a real nice one that I can take my family around and travel. Okay, just to the Grand Canyon, the national parks out west, back and forth between Texas and Michigan, where our in-laws live. I think it would be great. I love the open road. It would be really nice to have a vehicle that would make that kind of travel very comfortable. But RVs are expensive,
okay,
and I don't want a trashy one.
got it.
Okay. And the other one is, since coming down here and seeing all the ranches down in Texas, I've really started to feel an attraction to getting my own ranch, my own small farm, and even possibly starting a business around having animals for petting zoos and pony rides and things like that. And you would need some space, so about 5 acres for a small farm or a small ranch would be really cool to have.
Okay, can we talk about the third dream that you had, like opening this ranch with a petting zoo?
Okay, sure.
Very good, because I'm a businessman, right? And I want to use credit to create a business and to grow my business, right?
Okay.
So it sounds to me like you're very passionate about that idea. Is that true?
Yeah, well, an increasing passion. I see an opportunity. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So I love animals. I've got a child who loves animals. I like the great outdoors, and I love business. Okay, so I've seen an opportunity down here that you can create like petting zoos and pony rides and things like that are a big deal down here. That all the churches for the summer picnics and all the outings and things like that. So to participate in a business like that, I just think would be a lot of fun.
Got it. So it does sound to me that this is something that you want to do, but the one thing that stops you is, let me guess, money, right?
Sure.
Okay, very good. So would you be willing to work on making that dream come true?
Sure.
Would you say that based, and I don't know your history about how you manage money, right? I just don't. Would you say that you're someone I can trust with my money? Would you say that you're someone that lenders around the country can trust with their money?
Well, obviously I'm biased, but I would say absolutely.
I get that. Of course you're biased. Okay, absolutely sounds much better than yes, I am, right? So what's the problem?
Well, I guess the problem is business plan, credit line, relationship with the bank.
Okay. Find the people that market to the people around the area, right? So they can come over.
Mm-hmm.
So you create like and I don't want to give you the answer because this is your passion and this is something that you would do for yourself, right? But the thing is that you will market to the people in the area to come to your ranch. And then you're going to go with a very, very, very simple plan. You would go to the bank. Here's my credit. I've been responsible with my money. I know that this is going to work. I need $100,000 to start this business now. And I promise you, if you ask enough banks, one of them is going to say yes. And they're not going to say yes because they like you. They're going to say yes because they have a ton of money sitting there doing nothing, and they would be willing to take a risk with you just because you have great credit and just because you're being responsible or hiring your finances.
Okay.
So when are you starting?
You got me thinking. I don't know. Okay. So then, what should the people watching this video right now most want to get out of a conversation with you? Why be here in this Facebook group,
Yeah,
storing their credit?
yeah. And I want to say something like that, right? It's like, and I want to use a certain language. Maybe I shouldn't, but it's just that it makes me sick and tired of watching day after day that only a very small percentage of the people in this country take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. That
Okay.
everybody should have access to these opportunities, and people don't know how to go by it. And I want to do this. Yes, guess what? I'm going to make money. But at the same time, I'm helping someone that is ambitious, that is hungry to create a life that it will work for them.
Okay. Fantastic.
Mm.
Well, then, I really appreciate your time explaining what you're up to here. I'm excited for what you're up to and what this group is, what the value of this group is going to provide for people. And hey, if you're watching this video right now, if you haven't reached out to AUKUS already and just I had a complimentary consultation with them, I know AUKUS offers that to determine what your situation is and what the best course of action is for taking your credit score to the next level, pursuing your business dreams, and you know, embracing life's opportunities, as AUKUS said. All right, so thanks a lot for coming, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to talk about something that I'm so passionate about.
Yeah.
Talk to you
All
later.
right.
All right, bye.
Okay, AUKUS.